Hey guys, it's Colton Haynes, and you're watching Entertainment Focus.
How are you, Colton?
I'm good. A little jet lagged, but I'm otherwise doing good.
How long have you been in the UK?
Since yesterday. I'll be here till Friday, so total I'll be here for about 5 days.
So quite a whistle-stop tour.
Yeah, it's really quick. Normally I'm only here for like 2 days, but this will continue. I'll go to Paris and then to the south of France, so I hopefully won't be as jet lagged when I get there.
And is it all business while you're over here, or are you going to do anything that you want to see, like sightseeing? Or?
I'm a huge tourist. Like everyone, my friends make fun of me actually about it. Here in London, I'll be doing press for the show, and then I'll actually get to go to Paris for the first time, and I'm gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna be at every tourist spot, and then I'll go on like vacation in the south of France. I've never been there either, so I'll go to Nice on a boat for 6 days. So that'll be fun. I'm excited to kind of de-stress.
So let's talk about the show. Teen Wolf Season 2 is coming to the UK very soon. It's out in the US already.
Yeah.
How does it feel to get a second season?
It's really, it's so great because I've worked in the past on shows that, 3 other shows that have gone one season, and then, then you wait, and then they got canceled. So to actually work on a show that goes multiple seasons is really great. It also, it's been really fun to kind of we all have Twitter, so it's fun to kind of see the reactions, like the instant reactions of the fans, and also the international reaction as well. So I think having a season 2 has only allowed us to kind of reach out to them, and also, it's fun. We work on the show, but we're huge fans of the show, so we all get together and have like little watch parties every week, and so hopefully a season 3, and we'll see.
Well, they always say, don't they, with any pilots and any new seasons, that there's always, most of them get culled, don't they, after the first year?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So were you expecting the reaction that you got?
Actually, no. We were all expecting Teen Wolf to be made fun of. We were expecting, we knew we had a great product, but I think that everyone was comparing us to either Twilight or to the original Teen Wolf, and our show is not anything like the original Teen Wolf. So people were a little skeptical to watch, but I think whenever they caught on, they really enjoyed it because I think really when I watch TV or films, I like cliffhangers. That's a big thing. And with our show, it's a cliffhanger, at the end of every act. So, it's really fun to work on a show like that because you get to, kind of watch along with other people, even though we know what's going on. Or, well, sometimes we know what's going on. A lot of times we're filming out of sequence, so it's hard to remember what happens in what episode. But yeah.
And do you only get the scripts that are relevant to you?
Well, we'll get the full scripts, but we sometimes don't get them to like a day in advance because they're so busy. Our creator Jeff Davis, he created Criminal Minds actually, so he has a really great. He's really knowledgeable, very very smart, but he is also writing it, so he's having to do so many different things. So sometimes it's a little overwhelming. So, and I like that they take the time and we get the scripts a day before sometimes, but at least we know they're going to be good scripts.
So talking about cliffhangers, as you were before,
yeah.
The first season had a cliffhanger with your character.
A huge cliffhanger.
What can we expect in season 2 for Jackson?
Well, in the first season, obviously Jackson got what he wanted, the bite. But then with Jackson's character in the second season, the opening sequence is, I think it's probably in the trailers they've shown that, Jackson looking up at the moon and seeing that he got the bite. But it's going to take you on a journey that kind of is a little misleading. You have to wait till the full moon to see if Jackson does turn into a werewolf, or if he's going to, turn into something else, or if he's going to, live or die. It's all kind of uncertain. So Jackson's still the same old jerk to everybody. He still has his agenda to take out Scott McCall and everyone else in his way. But this season, Jackson's going a little crazy. He's losing it.
So what's it like to play the bad boy in the show?
It's actually a lot of fun. It's really cool to kind of. It's almost therapy in a way, because sometimes we all just want to like yell at someone or tell someone to leave them alone, and that's what I do every day at work. So it's nice because then I don't have to do that in my real life. I don't have to yell at anybody in my real life because I get to do it at work as Jackson. So it's fun, very therapeutic.
So what originally attracted you to Teen Wolf when you first heard about the project? It was funny because I definitely had the same kind of skepticism that everyone else had.
when I was like, Teen Wolf, they're not remaking this. There's no way. And I read it, and I thought it was really great. And I originally was just hired as a guest star, so one episode, that's it. Me and Lydia's Holland Roden's character, Lydia, the redhead. And in 3 days after we started filming, they offered us series leads, and we were all excited. But I took the same day they offered me the part, I took another show. So I was supposed to finish with this in a week, and I was going to go do another show where I played a werewolf, a jock werewolf on the gates. And I took that show, and luckily that got canceled, and I went right into this, so it all worked out.
So you were destined to be a werewolf then at some point?
It's all I can do. I think it's like, I don't know if I'll ever work in something that's not a werewolf. Hopefully, I mean, I pray I will, but it's fun. I mean, I think once you get in with the supernatural crowd and the supernatural fans, they just, you're locked in for a bit, so who knows?
So you're saying the cast are quite close and that you spend a lot of time together having watch parties and things like that.
Yeah.
What is it you enjoy about being with each other so much?
I think the thing that all of us being in the cast, what we love about each other is really we're all goofballs. I mean, we're not your typical Hollywood types. We all kind of had, just different, kind of similar upbringings with just kind of being normal and not being so. No, we're definitely brought up kind of more plain as opposed to more kind of glitzy. So we don't, we don't really have that chip on our shoulder. And I think that's really brings us closer. And we're just crazy together. We're all just, we all enjoy the same things, and it's hard to find something like a group of friends, especially a group of friends you work with that you're so close with, and we're all happy about it. It's been 3 years, so hopefully it's another 10 years, another 20 years.
Do you find you actually miss each other then when you're not together and doing the show?
We still, when we're gone, like now that I'm here, they had a watch party. The 5th episode just aired in the U.S. and it aired last night. So last night, so only I guess a few hours for them. And I woke up to like pictures of them at the watch party, and they were texting me and making fun of me and just the same old stuff they always do. So it was nice. I felt like I was kind of there with them when I woke up. So it was nice.
Did part of you wish that you were there? Are you glad to be here in London and promoting the show?
I'm actually a lot more glad that I'm here than there, because it's nice to kind of get away from, it's just nice to travel, and I love coming to London, and the people are so nice here. So yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, I'm more happy to be here than with them, but I'll be back with them in a few weeks, so it doesn't matter.
So let's talk a bit about Twitter. I've noticed you are quite an active tweeter, and you've been tweeting throughout the day.
Yeah.
What kind of feedback do you get about your character and about Teen Wolf on there?
The feedback I get, it's always positive. I mean, people, I don't know. I think that I'm a super positive person, so I feel like what you put out there, you kind of get back. So I think that all my followers, at least the ones that talk to me, they're all really great. I mean, they're not mean or anything like that. So it's just nice to see kind of what they're feeling about the show, and also their favorite parts and everything like that. So it's great that social media has taken a big part in society, but also, I mean, our show is successful majorly in part to Twitter, Facebook, and things like that. We were off the air for 10 months in the U.S. and probably a while here, actually, probably around the same amount of time, and our audience only grew. So thanks to social media.
And does it annoy you when you go onto Twitter straight after the show and people have spoiled the whole thing, even for people that haven't watched it?
That is what I did this morning. I spoiled. I feel like maybe that's what happened, and you just put a dig at me. Is that what happened?
No.
No. I definitely let out the biggest spoiler of the whole season, because it happened in the U.S. A character was revealed, and the international fans are not very happy with me, but and then some fans in the U.S., they were like, "Why'd you spoil that?" I was like, "You should have watched it live. If you're a true Teen Wolf fan, you would watch it live." So they can't be mad.
So you just didn't watch that video, did you? That's going around with all the different actors in saying what you should do with spoilers and the rules around spoilers.
I did not. I'm learning. I'm getting yelled at on Twitter by these girls. They're like, "You're supposed to say #spoiler alert." Sorry, I didn't know the spoiler. I didn't know the Twitter lingo. Crystal, whatever your name is. Yeah, she just got a shout out. You just got a shout out right there, and you're yelling at me on Twitter. And we're having, it's funny how people have conversations about Twitter and Facebook like it's like because it's like an everyday thing now. So.
But it's the way that a lot of people communicate, isn't it? It's replaced phone calls, it's replaced conversations.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really even have any friends. I just have friends on Twitter. So I just, we have conversations and, we laugh and cry together.
Do you rehearse on there?
Yeah, you definitely. On Twitter, I do everything on Twitter pretty much. I talk to my team on Twitter instead of calling them, and it's sarcasm. I apologize.
So we could have tweeted this interview, couldn't we?
We could have just tweeted the whole
we
interview.
Have
Yeah.
to have moved. You could have stayed where you were.
I could have stayed about being sick from my jet lag and car sickness, and I could have just been tweeting away.
I tweet a few photos. This is how sick I've been.
Yeah, like I could have tweeted a really pale white photo of myself with like a little bit of sweat. Yeah, that would have been good. Actually, I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna end this now because we could just do it on Twitter, right?
Yeah, we should just move to Twitter.
I'm kidding.
So outside of Teamwork, what else have you got coming up this year? Have you got any other projects in the pipeline?
There is. Of course, I'm gonna do that stupid thing and say I can't talk about it because I can't. But yeah, there's
tell us on
definitely.
Twitter.
I know.
You'll spoil
I
it on
could
Twitter.
tell because I'm the biggest Twitter spoiler in the world. At Crystal, whatever your name is. That's 2 shout-outs.
She'll probably shout at you,
I'm just talking in circles. Here I go. No. What was the question? I completely.
Other projects that
Other
that
projects.
you're not going to spoil on Twitter.
I know that I won't spoil on Twitter. There's a project. Hopefully, I'll get to do. Yeah. There's one. I can't really talk about it, and it's a really great project with really great people. I know it's lame. That's all I can say.
Well, we'll tune into Twitter. Find out more maybe in the future.
I hope I didn't tweet that. I might have. Who knows? I'll have to check.
So my last question for you is: are you actually going to get a holiday or anything this year, or is it just all business?
No, I am going to get to go to the south of France next week, so that'll be fun. I mean, it's really, this all feels like a holiday. It's funny because, like, I have a lot of people in my family that are extremely hard workers, like a military family and do so much and actually work, so I kind of feel bad when I say that I have to go to work, and that consists of me, talking on camera and having doing my hair. So that's pretty much, unfortunately, that's what my job is when I have to do press things like this. So I can't really tell my family that I'm traveling for work. I have to kind of lie to them and say, oh yeah, I'm going on vacation, because they'll all get mad at me.